What's up everyone, MichiganerE here today with a brand new video. In today's video, I want to share my thoughts on Battlefield 1's multiplayer beta as well as Infinite Warfare's multiplayer reveal. But without further ado, let's finally get into it. So we're going to start off with Battlefield 1 by going from the good of the beta to the bad, so let's get into that. Now when it comes down to how many good things there are in the beta, there's quite a bit I can talk about. For starters, the graphics, unsurprisingly, look great. They're very well detailed, they're nice to look at, they're clean, they're crisp, sharp, and all in all, very pleasant to the human eye, as well as have great aesthetics and a very good color palette, surprisingly, considering the fact that this is a World War I game. Next up, the sound design. The sound design, in my opinion, is just, well, very solid. It's nice to listen to, it's pleasant to the ears, and really, there isn't that much else I can say about it. Next up, the gameplay. The gameplay, in my opinion, is very solid. It's fast-paced, it's fluid, it's to the point, it's responsive, and I really like it. Not only that, but the weather dynamics that they introduced to this game really add to the gameplay as well. Sometimes you'll get rain, sometimes you'll get a sandstorm. You never know what's going to happen next and when exactly these weather environments are going to kick in and affect the gameplay. And it could really change up how you play the game, and it makes it feel as if you're on a different map every single time because of how random each weather environment is. So DICE really kept true to their promises with this, and I can really appreciate them for that. I also like what they did with the game's destruction. It's a good mix between Bad Company 2's and Battlefield 4's, so I feel that they hit the sweet spot. I also, surprisingly enough, really like the changes to Russian Conquest. Yeah, the modes are much shorter in this game, but I can live with that, I'm fine with it, so whether a Battlefield game has longer matches or shorter matches, either works in my opinion. The game also gives me some nostalgia of World War II games, so that right there is a plus. I also really like the music that plays throughout the duration of matches as well as in the main menu. So, all in all, there's a lot that I like about the beta, but with good comes bad, so let me tell you about what I disliked about it. For starters, the game has server issues. There's been plenty of times where I've been kicked from games randomly. I've also had to deal with hit registration problems where I shoot someone first, then they turn on me and then kill me instantly. Also, for some reason, horses are bullet sponges. They take so many bullets just to kill, they really need to be nerfed, so hopefully that gets dealt with. There's also plenty of glitches where you get stuck in animations. I've dealt with that plenty of times in a lot of matches, but I'm sure all those will get patched up. But all in all, that describes how I feel about Battlefield 1's beta. Yeah, while the positives do outweigh the negatives, regardless, I'm not impressed at all. Because really, all this beta shows is that Battlefield 1 is nothing more than Battlefield but in World War I. And that's it. It's nothing completely different or innovative or game-changing. It's Battlefield but in World War I at the end of the day. And that's really as far as it goes. Don't get me wrong, I do like the beta and I'll probably continue to play it until it's over with, but I'm just not impressed at all. And to be honest, I don't know when I'm going to buy this game. I may buy it after a few months, I may buy it after a year, we'll just have to wait and see. Also, on another note, I doubt that Battlefield 1 is going to beat Infinite Warfare in sales, considering the fact that Infinite Warfare currently has more pre-orders. And yes, while you could argue the only reason for that is because of Modern Warfare Remastered, regardless, Infinite Warfare has more pre-orders, so it's going to win sales-wise. So I guess I was wrong that I thought Battlefield was actually going to be CoD for once, but I can't say I'm surprised. Also, I guess this means that Infinite Warfare's hate is nothing more than a bandwagon and mob mentality, but knowing YouTube, that's not a surprise whatsoever. Oh, speaking of Infinite Warfare, after watching Infinite Warfare's multiplayer reveal, I can honestly say that I'm not impressed by what I see. I'm not blown away and I'm not surprised because really, all I see when looking at this trailer is Call of Duty. And that's it, that's as far as it goes. It's the same shit that we've always seen. There's nothing new or innovative about this game, it's just Call of Duty. And that's pretty unfortunate because you'd think that the point of the futuristic space setting would be to, you know, innovate and try out some new things, but no, as usual, we get the same shit as we always do. And now it's gone to the point where I really can't tell the difference between any of the newer Call of Duty games because really, what's the point of the futuristic setting if it's not going to fulfill its purpose of being anything new or innovative? There's no point in having it. You might as well just put this game in modern day and it'll still be the exact same thing. So, what's the point? Activision, please just give this poor Milk.dot franchise a break already. In fact, here's what I think that you should do, alright? Give the franchise a 2 to 3 year long hiatus, you know, pull an Assassin's Creed. Then after that, bring the series back with a brand new engine, no supply drops, no pre-order bonuses, no collector's editions, and none of that. Give each developer the freedom to do whatever they want, whether it be a futuristic game, a modern game, a historical game, whatever it is. And then, in the meantime, in between the release of brand new games, you can release remasters. Now, while I'm fully aware that none of this is ever going to happen, it's good to still bring it up regardless. Oh, speaking of remasters, I want to talk about Modern Warfare Remastered real quick. Now, while it's nice to see that they're releasing more maps for the game for free, the fact that you still have to spend $80 in order to access the game is something I don't condone or support whatsoever. And because of this, I don't think I'm ever going to buy the game. Well, that is unless they decide to release the game sold separately, but if they don't, oh well, I just won't ever purchase it. Maybe I'll play it through a friend on Xbox One, but aside from that, I just won't purchase it. And it's not a big deal if I don't ever play it. I mean, there's plenty of other games out there, so not playing a remaster of a game that I love is not a big deal to me. Same could be said with Infinite Warfare. Oh, speaking a little bit more on Infinite Warfare, I want to talk about the zombies mode real quick. I don't know about you guys, but I am fucking sick and tired of zombies. They are so done to death now, and I'm not just talking about in Call of Duty, I'm talking about in entertainment in general. They are literally everywhere. Books, movies, TV shows, you name it, you will find zombies. Honestly, why did they have to return in Call of Duty? We already had them 2 years in a row with Advanced Warfare and Black Ops 3. We didn't need them again in Infinite Warfare. Why couldn't they have brought back Extinction? It would have worked out perfectly in this game. A mode about killing aliens in a space game is a perfect combination, but no. Instead, we get zombies again for the 3rd year in a row. And this, in my opinion, has really taken away from the excitement of getting zombies in Call of Duty. See, originally when zombies were exclusive to Treyarch Call of Duty games, the fact that you'd wait every 2 years for more zombies is something that I really looked forward to. But now that we're getting them every single year, that's going to take away from the magic and excitement of them, and they're just going to get even more milk than they already have been. And this goes for gaming as a whole, and there are literally so many new zombie games coming out in the next year. Days Gone, Metal Gear Survive, obviously Infinite Warfare Zombie Mode, Dead Rising 1 and 2 being remade, Dead Rising 4, Resident Evil, and along with many others, the zombie genre just needs to take a major break. I mean, already existing IPs are fine to an extent, and while I'm going to go back and play older zombie games as well as Black Ops 3's final DLC, aside from this, the zombie genre needs to take a major break, because it feels like zombies is the last resort of every game developer, and this should not be the case at all. And honestly, the argument of oversaturation in the zombies genre could easily apply to gaming as a whole. Seriously, gaming needs more variety, but I digress. But anyways, to sum up how I feel about Infinite Warfare's multiplayer reveal, it looks like Black Ops 3.5, and that's about it. But anyways, that's all I had to say. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, then why not leave a like and comment as well as subscribe and share on social media. Any support would be appreciated. And if you dislike the video for any reason, that's perfectly fine as well. What you do with your money is your choice and I can respect that. But until next time, I'm out. Peace.